Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays on Wrestling with Freddie.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursday. With me is Mr. Jeff Dye, who was at WrestleMania. I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. Let's start the show. Today's show is shorter because it's Thursday. If you're new to the show, Thursdays is a shorter episode. There's no real rules, so if we get sidetracked, we just kind of stay sidetracked. So hopefully we'll stay on topic.
But beholden to nobody.
Ha-ha! Except the people. The people are the reason this show exists. So we're beholden to you. But since you have no means of reaching us except our Instagram, I guess we're not beholden to you either. So ha-ha again. Anyway, WrestleMania happened. Night one is over. If you missed that episode, it's the Wednesday one. Go back, check it out. This is night two. We're going to get right to it. The Undisputed WWE Championship. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I'm going to start by saying this. The right dude won. The right dude won. The way they got there to me was a little weird. They brought in Travis Scott, and I didn't understand that interference. And once he grabbed the ref and pulled him out, that's a DQ. So once the ref comes to from his concussion, he goes, oh, this fool pulled me out. That's a DQ. And the match should have been over. So that confused me a little bit. And I didn't think it was necessary because I thought the story they were telling in there was pretty friggin' good. And the commentators got it and they were putting it over. And the story was, this guy used to beat up on Cody all the time. Like, Cody could never whip his ass. And it's big dog, little dog syndrome. Like once the little dog owned the big dog when he was a puppy, when all of a sudden the big dog is bigger than the one that used to bully him, he can't bully back. Like, he still gets bullied by the little dog. That was kind of the story commentary was putting through.
I love the dog analogy.
Yeah. And I got a lot of them. And so I thought all that was cool. And then the Travis Scott thing happened. And I was just like, I didn't need any of that. So that was weird to me, but I still thought the match was solid besides all that. The tug of war.
Why do you say that it's the right guy won? Why do you say that?
Story-wise, I think if Cody won, first of all, there's no farewell tour for John Cena after that because it would just be a failure of a tour, and he wouldn't have made good on his promise. But I think there wouldn't have been a story for Cody going forward. They hadn't prepped anybody. They hadn't gotten anything ready. This gives Cody another hill to climb because they're going to wrestle again at SummerSlam, and Cody's going to win the title back and get it back because he's the new John Cena, so he's getting it back. John Cena would lose to Randy Orton. But they had to give John, I think, the nod over Ric Flair and give him that 17th one. I think John deserved that. I think John just was the champion of the company when it was a thankless job to have, when it was the PG era. And his matches would have to be on before the last hour because kids would go to bed. And not everybody wanted that job. And John took it and ran with it and became Captain America. And I think because of all those things that he'd done for the company and story-wise, I think it's the right thing for Cody's character. That's why I thought it was the right thing. I didn't want him to win. I wanted the good guy to win because I like Cody, but I think story-wise, the right guy won. But again, I didn't get the end thing, and the tug-of-war they did with the belt looked really weird to me.
Well,
deep breath. Deep breath.
I know. I think that this is the biggest WrestleMania fail in the history of WrestleMania. In my opinion. Why no Rock? Why?
I would have liked The Rock.
Why
sure.
No Rock? What are we doing? Why did he even put himself in the story weeks ago or months ago? If he's not, if we don't get this big payoff, he's not there. He could no appearance.
Maybe he's filming.
Don't care. This
I know
is
you
WrestleMania.
know, I'm just joking.
And also, you're in the story. So now you makes no sense that you're not in the story. I don't care that Travis Scott's there. I don't know if you like his clothes and you like his, he's so hip and cool, Travis Scott. He actually punched Cody Rhodes. Did you see that he really hit him that one time? Yeah. I don't care. I want The Rock. That's the GOAT. That's the final boss. The Travis Scott is just like seeing me at WrestleMania or Fluffy Guy or Michael Che or George Kittle. He shouldn't even be in there for in my opinion. So No Rock, I think, is the biggest failure of this story that I've ever seen. Also, I didn't like if John Cena's whole shtick is kind of like, you wrestling fans don't deserve me. You've never deserved me or appreciated me the way you should, so I'm not going to give you a new entrance song. I'm not going to give you a new costume and gimmick. And his whole thing is he doesn't even sell anything. Even his facial expressions are just a no sell, right? If that's what we're running with, then why does he walk to the ring for 8 minutes with why even have an entrance? Treat him like a jobber. Just he'll make him wait in the ring, but when the match starts, he's already in there, and then he could go, hey, but we could save some time. Maybe get somebody in that locker room. They're not using a match because I don't know why I've got to watch him walk to the 90 million mile ramp if there's no new music. There's just a black screen. So that was weird. The match itself, some great spots, and I liked it, and I was fine with it, but very, very, very underwhelming for a main event of a Night 2 WrestleMania, and no Rock, I think, makes it the biggest stinker I've ever seen in a story.
Jumping back to yesterday, I loved Dominic Mysterio before all of you. Before me? And I tried to tell y'all that he was a good dude, that he was the good guy in all this.
You're right.
That those evil women were playing games and tricks on him, and now everybody knows, Jeff. Now everybody sees it. And everybody in Las Vegas, all 60,000 of them, if those were the real numbers. Jeff said that yesterday. I wanted to say it today. Now they all saw it, and they started cheering for Dominic Mysterio.
Dude.
They love him. Finn Balor's going to have beef. You got to just deal with the beef. You got to deal with it, Finn. You got to just deal with it because now he's super, super over. And instead of booing when he talks, they're going to start cheering. And I don't know if he's going to know what to fucking do. It's going to be insane.
I've never been bad about my history. I've never rewrote history, and I've always been a real good keeper of history, and I was the biggest Dominic Mysterio hater ever. I was like, this guy's terrible body, terrible look. He doesn't even look like he could grow facial hair. He looks like he's never been in a gym. I hated what he was wearing. The whole thing was terrible to me. And
look at him now.
He is a star, and even his action figure looks cool because there's just so many things about him that are great. Alex, I'd like you to put a side-by-side of that first Dominic we got when he turned on his dad to now. That is... Talk about finding your voice. And he also found his voice quick, which was amazing. So anyways, I am a bandwagon Dominic fan, but I am a true fan.
Hey, it's no bandwagon. The train's still at the station. Anybody who wants to... I haven't left the station yet. I've got plenty of room on this train. Everyone can jump on.
He's awesome.
I'll put a sweet Mysterio mustache on the front of the train. On the caboose, I got a nice long drapery going down the back. I've dressed all the cars the same way he dresses for his matches. The Mysterio train is ready, man, and we're taking anybody who wants to jump on. And welcome. I'm not like a Star Wars gatekeeper fan where you didn't like the first 3, so you're not allowed to like any other thing ever. Nah, jump on board. Everybody's welcome.
Kind man.
Yeah, because Dominic's a kind man. I try to lead by example, and he made the example. He's made me a nicer man. Before Dominic, I was kind of a prick.
That's not true at all. None of that.
You don't know.
Also, I was going to say, if you were a wrestler, Freddie, would you wear the strap or the title, or as people who like to get yelled at by Vince McMahon call it a belt? Yeah. Would you wear it over your shoulder when you come out if you're the champ? Would you wear it? What would be how would you hold the belt?
I would be a shoulder guy.
Okay.
Because I'm not a body guy. Like if I was super jacked, right? Like big fucking chest, big fucking lats, big ass shoulders, like everything upper body big. Even if I had chicken legs, I still would be buff up top. Then I would rock it around the waist. But I'm more like lean. So yeah. I got to be an over the shoulder guy. Like Alexa Bliss did that cool shit where she'd like put it on like the side behind her head and over the like that. I was like, that looks cool, but not for a dude.
Who used to wear it like over their face, kind of like he would wear it around his neck. I don't remember who did that, but someone did that.
Iyo Sky, I think, has done that too, and it looked cool. But I seen a dude do it too. I don't remember. But yeah, dude, so I'd probably just be an over-the-shoulder guy. I'm not creative enough to do something cool with it.
Well, what's crazy is the reason I bring it up is because I'd be a wear-it guy. I don't know why. I just like it.
You could pull it off. You're super,
I got a long torso. That's probably why I like it. But what I was going to say is, like, there is no new way to do it. Everyone's done it in some sort of way, is what I used to think. Dominic, how he wears that shirt in between his legs, you know how like he has kind of, I don't know if that's that's a Latino thing or I don't know what it is.
Cool ass Dominic Mysterio shit.
I mean, he pulls it off, but whatever that is, that he's kind of got like that a shirt kind of draping on the sides and in the middle of what he's wearing. When he got the belt, he was kind of holding the belt down there. Yeah, and I was like, oh, he found a new way to do the thing with the title. I was like, this guy is amazing. Like, Dominic continues to impress me.
He's the shit, bro. He's the shit. What else should we talk about? There was some other good I mean, we can talk Iyo, Bianca, Rhea, with Iyo retaining, which I think surprised everyone.
That shocked me. I would have lost all my money on that. I would have thought, no way she holds it.
So I thought Bianca was going to win and she was going to pin Iyo. And then when they introduced Iyo first, I had this weird flashback to the Ric Flair retirement WrestleMania where the fight for the championship was Cena versus Orton versus Triple H. And the whole story leading up to it was Triple H and Cena, and Randy Orton was this afterthought. And I had this weird flashback of the promos between these women, and Iyo Sky was kind of always an afterthought and being like pushed aside, pushed aside, pushed aside. And I was like, I wonder if they're going to do the Randy Orton thing. And I was like, nah, they're not going to do it. And I dismissed it. I didn't call this match. I was wrong. I picked Bianca. And then the match is going on. All of a sudden, she hits her finish. I was like, holy shit, they did the Randy Orton thing. And then he came out Monday Night Raw and was like, were you expecting someone else? And I wonder if she's going to do that, something similar to that on this Monday Night Raw, if she does the Japanese equivalent to were you expecting someone else? Because that would be gangster if she did. But those chicks are badass. Bianca Belair, this was one of her best matches ever. Like, the personality she showed in the ring, whether she was playing heel or face, and she kind of had to do both in the match, which was weird because the crowd was like, you know, boo, we like Rhea, and then they were like, no, you're actually so awesome, we like you too just as much. Like, they couldn't really pick who their favorite was. But I like wrestling when it's good, man, and those chicks kicked ass. They just kicked ass. They're all so different too. They all have a totally different style. But Bianca might be the baddest motherfucker out there. Like, I
love this match.
She's sick.
Confused though that they had the exact same finish as the three-way match with Penta, Braun Breaker, and
oh yeah, that was a four-way. Finn and Dom. Yeah.
Am I messing this up? There was the same finish. What was the other three-way match? Off the top rope for the pin.
I think it might have been the four-way. Yeah, it was the four-way because Dominic came off the top rope and got the pin on Finn.
Yeah, it was the same finish. And I remember going, I think I just saw that. Like, we already saw that.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you might be right.
Yeah, but I was shocked that she won, but fine with it after I gave it some thought, because I'm like, well, Rhea didn't really earn her way into this match. And Bianca Belair's a star and has been the champ for a long time, and we can keep this good story going. It's like, let's just leave the title on Iyo Sky, and let's just continue things as we're already headed, which is not what I usually think for WrestleMania. I usually think of WrestleMania as like, this is the end of all the stories. So that's why I was surprised. But it was a great match, and I love the high flying. She did a ton of really great luchador-esque high flying, which I appreciated.
Jeff, are you going to be anywhere this weekend? Can the people find you?
This weekend, I will be in Arizona at a stand-up live. Get tickets or go to jeffdye.com. You can get tickets for that or any of the other places I'm going to be. I'm going to be in Nashville soon, Miami soon, Port Charlotte, Florida soon. So check me out. And
rate this WrestleMania out of all the WrestleManias you've seen or gone to, as far as like 1 to 10 me. Not like, you don't have to say this is the third greatest WrestleMania.
Okay.
That's too hard. But like 1 to 10 it. What did you think?
So I've always been a real extreme guy where I give, like, if I like something, I'm like 10. It's a 10.
Sure,
I'm not like Portnoy where, like, I can have the best pizza in the world and give it a 6.5. If I like a thing, it's a 10. and if I didn't like it, I give it a 1. That's usually how I grade it. But for this, I will say that WrestleMania was an 8 because there was little parts of disappointment, but I still really, really enjoyed it and had a good time. So still an 8.
Yeah, the crust was crispy. The sauce was... No, I'm just kidding.
Bite, but he took 10 bites. He's like, one bite, and then he just keeps nibbling. You're like, those are bites.
The first 10 bites count as one bite. All right, that's just pizza. That's pizza rules right there. And same with nachos. That's why you can have one bite of nachos and not gain weight, even though it's 10.
That's every wife. Oh, no, one bite. 10 bites is just really one bite. I just
when
one
it's
bite here.
of your food is usually how it works. And you're like, no, I ordered the steak. You didn't want the steak. You wanted the fish. And now half my steak is fucking gone. And I don't want to eat half your fish because I didn't want to taste that. Every dude out there knows how I feel. On behalf of Jeff Dye, I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. Thanks for listening, you guys. Make sure you subscribe, give us ratings, all that stuff. Give us the love. Find us on social media. We love you guys. Peace.